Good morning, guys. It's Wednesday the 20th of January and I'm here to do your daily guidance. How are we all today in this miserable weather? I don't even think I'm going to get a walk again today. It'd be different if I were on my own, like all weekend. I did go out for walks and stuff because it doesn't matter when you're on your own, does it? But when you're a 5-year-old, it's miserable walking in the rain because it's just like, I'm wet. So yeah, I don't even think I'm going to get a walk today. But anyway, we will see. 20th of January. I was just like, as soon as I saw them figures, oh, God, January's nearly over. I literally thought we're going back to work at the end of this month, and then my boss has informed me that no, it sounds like it's going to be middle of February, so now we're off even longer. The schools are off even longer. I'm like, oh my goodness. I don't watch the news and stuff, so I was a bit shocked last night actually that it looks like we might have weeks and weeks left to go. And George's not going back to school till halfway through February. So unfortunately, it's scuppering my plans a little bit with my, doing my readings and stuff for you guys. But we'll do what we can. We do what we can. We get his dailies out, don't we? So that's good. And I do get to play a bit with my page. So yeah, here we go. Let's not ramble on anymore. What have we got for today? Wednesday. Halfway through another week. Wednesday. Wednesday, guys, which cards for Wednesday, please? Wednesday. I knew you were going to go for them. Right. Tap it out. My hands are hurting today. For some reason, I don't know if it's because I haven't been working, I've been getting out of taking my vitamin D supplement, and I need it because it makes my joints hurt and stuff when I don't eat it, take it. My hands and my legs and my toes and my joints and my fingers and everything is painful today. So it serves me right, doesn't it? I just don't know how I've got out of it. Right, so I put a post this morning about, I woke up and it was still dark and it was like, God, is it 7:30 and it's still dark? And then I looked out of the window and it was raining and I was just like, here we are again. It's raining, it's dark. It was a lot easier to do the summertime lockdown because we could get up, go out. If you couldn't go out for a walk, you could sit in your garden, sit in your yard. People were about, wandering, doing what they had to do. Now it's like you get up and you've got to make your day that little bit, a little bit more brighter, a little bit more happier. You've got to really make that effort to pick your chin up, haven't you? And make sure things are all right. Checking on yourself. Remember what you've got. Remember what, how privileged we are in some ways. Managing to keep a house going, and I'm not working. I haven't worked for weeks this last year, and it looks like this year's gonna keep on going. I know I keep saying this, but we've just got to try and look on the brighter side of everything. Okay. So this is the reason I've gone into this, is because as soon as I started shuffling, I started thinking about the post that I'd put this morning, and then this card came up, reaching out. So there is some people out there, that can't just pick themselves up, that can't just always see the way out. They can't always see the light at the end of the tunnel. They're sick of looking out of the window and it being raining. They're sick of not getting that phone call. They're sick of people not going to see them. They're feeling sad. They're feeling isolated. They're feeling stuck. Okay? Some of them, we may feel to ourselves sometimes, why can't you just open your eyes? Why can't you just look out of the window and see what I see? Why can't you see that I've got that you've got a nice house, that you've got a roof over your head, that you managed to have electric, and you managed to eat your dinner, and you're managing to keep your job afloat, and you're managing to do this, and you're managing to do that, and you're managing to do the other. What this is telling me today is that, we have to come together. Sometimes, some days, we can't get up and bounce out of bed. Okay, we can't just do it. It's impossible. Some days we are very, very low. Some people, whatever they're suffering from, mental health problems, personality disorders, self-harming, whatever it is that's going on, they can't always just pull themselves out of it. Okay, some people need that little extra support, they need that little extra push. So once, if you're finding yourself in a situation where you're around somebody or you're around people that are very low in vibration at the moment, okay, and you're finding that very difficult, please do try to spend a few more minutes of your time trying to understand that, this isn't normal situations, this isn't a normal scenario, this isn't where they can just bob out and see somebody that would normally be able to help them, like, I don't know, maybe they've got a support system in place and that's not as readily available with everything that's going on. It just feels for me, and actually we've got 2233, so if you feel this is about you, are the numbers 33 and 22 relevant to you? Because I've never noticed that before, but we have got the 22, we've got the 33. We've also got the fact that, these people may not reach out, okay? Or if you are one of these people, this is asking you to reach out. So just take a moment in your day-to-day to have a little look around you and think about the vulnerable people. So we're talking the elderly that may be on their own. We're talking the ones that have got children, say like me, that are on their own and they might not see any. I mean, I'm lucky at the moment because I'm bubbling with my grandma. But I've got to say, without my people that I've met just recently, I'd struggle. I'd be struggling. I've got friends that I've met on here that are good soul friends that now ring me, I ring them, we check in on each other. Yeah? But I've got to say, apart from like my mum and my grandma, friends-wise, it's very rare I get a message. Are you all right? How's it going? What's going on? Because I think what happens is sometimes if you're not on your own, and as much as your partner does your head in, you've still got that, you've got your children, you've got your person that you rely on. So say you're a woman, because it's easier for me. Say you're a woman like me and your husband goes out to work. At least when he comes home from work at night, there's some respite. For most people, I'm not saying they're in scenarios where they're in, but there's some kind of respite. Maybe your children have another sibling so they can play with each other rather than just having the one sibling. Maybe, you're an older couple that are together and retired together, and then you're not thinking so much about the woman down the street that's on her own and retired and has no son or has no grandchildren that can bob round. It's not something that people do on purpose. It's just that their lives are busy, and because they've got that mental, physical and emotional input from somebody else, even if they're driving you insane, you're not always thinking about the one that's on their own, okay? So they're just examples. There's a million examples I could give, but I'm not going to go into them all. So it's about the people that are on their own reaching out to other people, and it's about other people on their own that aren't on their own reaching out to other people that are vulnerable. And then it's about the people that are at home taking that moment to just reach out. And I know how hard that is, because you do think to yourself sometimes, I'm sick of being the one to reach out. I find myself doing that. I've lost a lot of friends, and it's because I got sick to being the one, because I were on my own. I were always the one that were like, are you doing something? Do you want to go somewhere? Shall we do something? And of course, other people that have their family units. And it's not their fault because they're busy, but you get sick of it. And that's what happens to people that are on their own. They end up isolated. Okay? Now, this is showing me that there is the situation where things can leap forward. Things can come out the other end. Yeah, so that's partly them obviously helping themselves, yeah, but that's also other people coming in and helping them. So if you've got a family member, you've got a friend, you've got somebody that yeah, is not seeing the world in a brighter place, because this is the brighter place behind them. Look, this person's head's down. They're not seeing the world in a brighter place at the moment. Come together. Just go and support them. Just give them a 5-minute phone call. Just knock on the door and stand back 2 meters and just say hello. Yeah? Just ask them if they need anything. Do you need anything? Give someone a smile on the way past. I know who around my little area who's on their own. And I know who needs a smile when I'm doing my daily walks. Yeah? Or a hello or a whatever. So it's just about us coming together and just being a little bit more receptive to what is going on around us and not being in our own little worlds and our own little bubbles, okay? Also, one thing I want to mention as well that's coming up is if you're on your own, yeah? If you're on your own and I don't know, so say you're elderly, right, and you live on your own on an estate of bungalows, for an example, and I've said this to my grandma as well, if you know that Joan up the road is on her own and you're on your own, why don't you go up and reach out? You can stand in the garden and just have a 5-minute conversation. Sometimes we sit and we don't do anything about it because we dare, or we don't know what to do, or will they take it the wrong way, or whatever. 9 times out of 10, they'll be very glad. Even if at first they're a bit taken aback and like, why are you doing that? They will eventually think, oh my God, that were amazing. Yeah. Some people haven't got the luxury of having people checking in on them. So if you've got time to check in, check in. You'll get a lot more out of it. The undercard here is the opportunity beckons. And the thing for me here is that you'll get a lot out of it yourself if you reach out. Yeah? What you give, you get in return. Okay? So this for me is saying, you know, you reach out, just, it'll be amazing how much you'll feel in yourself in return. Yeah, and it might also be nice of you to get out of your bubble, out of your unit. You might be able to help somebody rebuild a little bit of confidence, rebuild a little bit of self-love and self-worth. Oh my God, that person wanted to speak to me. Oh my goodness, she came round and said, am I all right? I might nip round there tomorrow and just say, how are you? Yeah, this is what this is all about. Then we get the love card, look. The love card comes up. Share the love. Come together. We are all as one, guys. We are all here to help, support. Starting a seed here, look, of putting your hand out brings love, brings unity, brings friendship, brings support. It means the world to everybody. So spread the love, guys. Spread the love. Share the love. It's a dark place at the moment. It's a hard time for many people. We just need to help. We just need to reach out. We need to do what we can. Okay? I feel like I've lectured you all a bit there. Do as you're told, do as you can, do what you want, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, it is. It's just about that hello, how are you? How are things? Is there anything I can do for you? How, you know, it's just supporting it. There's nothing better than support. There's nothing better, even if it's just a smile, a wave, an acknowledgement. It's just lovely, isn't it? You know, it's like obviously not on my business page, but on my personal page, you know, you've got certain people, well, even on your business page, and you notice that they're putting stuff on, but they don't get much interaction, and it's just nice every now and again to say, oh wow, I love that picture you put on. Oh wow, how beautiful are your grandchildren? Ooh, did you go so and so? I've been there before. Little things like that make a massive difference to people. Massive difference. Just a tick, a like, a thumbs up. It means you notice that person that day. That can make 1 million people's dreams come true. 1 million. Just that little bit of acknowledgement. Just that little bit of acknowledgement. Right, anyway, I'm sure you all get the gist. So that is today's message. Please do like, share and subscribe. Please do reach out, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.